Hey guys, well, I just drained my rear diff. Well, Bo's not happy. I know, Bo. I know. We got steaks smoking, but we gotta wait for him. Okay, so there's my dirty machine, but I did clean, thanks to the Mud Tracks degreaser. Up around there, that's your fill, and your inspection, whatever you want to call it, your fill tube. And then the drain's on the bottom. We're not going to get it. This isn't about draining it. This is a capacity. I always measure when I got a newer machine or something that I'm not familiar with, because I've just throughout the years found discrepancies in service manuals, and our manual says 13 and a half inches or 13 and a half ounces for the rear diff. Then there's most diffs say fill to spill. And I ran my scope in this, and my scope showed it, my bore scope here, it showed it, you see as that goes at an angle, it was at the bottom of the fill. So it wasn't even like a fill to spill, it came up to the threads inside there. And when I drained it, I measured it in this cup, and that is not 13 ounces. That was 25 ounces, and that wasn't even really technically a fill to spill. So I ran into the problem of wondering, what's right. So I had read a document somewhere, I had seen it somewhere on Facebook, and I spent all afternoon looking for it because it's just been driving me crazy on what's the right amount to put in. And, well, I've talked with some, I talked to the Main Street Cycle guys, and the mechanic I talked to, they said they fill to spill. Okay, and that's how a lot of diffs are. But it doesn't make sense, because fill to spill's 25 ounces. And I'm sure some guys out here have, out of a quart, you should be able to do your front and rear according to the book. It says 13 and a half ounces, and the front's like 11 or something. So you should be able to do it with the quart. And then there's guys, like on the Facebook and that they're like, well, I put that in, you can't even see it in there. So I found that document, and I'm going to post it on here. And it's a Cfmoto document, and you can actually get a dipstick for your rear diff that goes in there, and that comes in, and it's a document that explains why this is not a fill to spill. And I don't want to get technical because I don't know that much about them. I'm just going by the math that I can do here reading this and what the book says. I talked with John Hester, with the Elka Shock guy, that y'all know, and he told me, he said good catch, and he said do what the book says. He puts 15 ounces to offset, for what you leave in the funnel and spill or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, so this is not a fill to spill differential. So it's, I know on my semi we always used to have to stick the finger down. You'd take the inspection cover off or the bolt out, and you'd stick your finger down. You want to feel it down there, but we didn't fill to spill them. But we're getting sidetracked. Somebody's getting tired. But I just wanted to put it out there because I got on Facebook, and I know, you guys with the Cfmoto, you watch my videos and that, and when I find stuff like this, and I'm just going off of what I found. I'm not saying people are wrong. I don't even know the difference, the good or the bad. It sounds like, according to John, that at a higher speed, maintained higher speeds, you'll blow it out the diff, the vent tube. And, I think I remember a video Redneck did where he didn't like his AMSOIL rear diff stuff because it was bubbling and coming out the rear diff or the vent tube and that, and I don't know, maybe maybe he didn't know this either. I don't know. I'll message out to him, but I just wanted to put this out there because I think it's important. So, thank you. So here's the document, and now we're going to zoom in here, and we're going to show you that the best way to do it is to drain 13.5 ounces out and fill it with 13.5 ounces. A common maintenance error is to fill it to the bottom of the hole, commonly known as fill to spill. This is incorrect due to the following. The gear case capacity is designed for a maximum of 13.5 ounces, 80/90 GL5 gear oil. In gear cases that are overfilled, oil wicks up and out of the vent tube on long, high-speed runs. So I just wanted to show this, and then it goes into, you can use an Allen wrench to stick it in there to measure the height and all that, you know,